Doing everybody, figured I'd give you all an update on the Hemtt. So I did some things to it differently. I 3D printed out some hinges on Thingiverse. Went to thingiverse.com, typed in the hinges or hinge, and I found these. And I strengthened these. They're a big file, so it's a big file folder, and I like these ones the most in the picture. Downloaded them completely, all of it, and now I can actually open and close my door. The reason why I did that, open, so I can paint the inside of the cab and all that good stuff, and paint around the doors too. So now I can shut it a little bit, and when it's done, I'm not going to close it because I don't want the paint to dry the doors shut. So a lot of work, a lot of sanding the doors to make sure they fit correctly. I had to sand up in here and use my X-Acto knife and cut up in there, cut some of the material out, got that done. Did the same thing a little bit right here, sanded the doors completely a lot. Now I have working doors, I can shut them. I'm not going to shut it all the way because the paint is still kind of fresh, but I'm going to have it something like that. That way, once it's done curing today, I can flip it over and paint the whole other top. Now, I'm going to call it the battery box, which is called the actually engine bay. Now, this is probably dry enough to kind of touch. But what I did is, ain't gonna hurt nothing. For the engine bay, I've printed out 4 of these hinges. One of them kind of broke and went sideways a little bit, so I'm not going to use it. Luckily enough, I printed out 4. Came out really good, and now I can just tacky lift it up, and that's it. That's what I'm going to do. Paint all around here, and then I'm going to lift it up higher so that way everything can finish curing, drying, and paint the rest of the truck that it needs to be. So I figured I'd give you all an update real fast. These are the hinges that I downloaded. They're right there. I just look up hinges or hinge on Thingiverse, and I found this one here. The one I used is, I think, this one here, the 40 by 20. So come up in here. I love using this little part, and you can look at everything. Then I have this bumper I found for WPO as well. I think it was for, yeah, WPO frame. And I actually liked it so much that I had it printed out and put it for my Hemtt. So now I have updated the file. So I updated the file on the interior and also the bumper. So I put that in there with that. So here's the Hemtt. So I'm going to give you all a sneak peek. There's the D12 Volkswagen body with the 3D printed wheels, and like the 3D printed rubber as well. Since I don't have no meters right now, I slowed down the printing speed to about 60 out of 70 because it was I think it was going too fast and dog fur everywhere. They did all this right here, but it's not like too soft, but it's just fine. That's at 15% infill. And it not really like rubberized, so I'm gonna try it, see how it works. I know it likes to slide very well with these, and I'm in the process of working with this. I have to make this one kind of fit better into the brim itself because it's kind of hard. But I could switch it over to the 3D printed, right there it is, this part here. Because this, honestly, fits a lot better than this. So I might switch it over to that. But I'm still going to do a little bit of sanding and get that better in there. When you're printing these out, they'll be flat. All you do is take like a X-Acto knife, and you just want to clean little notches here, and then take your fingernail, like your thumb here and your thumb here, and just kind of slowly bend it down, and then once you feel it slightly going, then you just go back up, kind of like work it around, and then it'll work itself free, and then you'll have a working hinge, just like that. And now I did some more sanding to get these doors to fit perfectly ish, since now it's painted, but the doors are a tight fit. So I put the door on there, glued it here, and then glued it to the door after I got it to fit. So I had to do a lot of sanding to the door to get it to the state it's at. Come on, open. So I had to sand it quite a bit up here on the side, bottom, and all the way around the door, and inside here as well to make it really fit into there. And I'm like, oh, I could always make that onto a hinge and have it pop open, but it's like, nah. So driver's side door shuts, and also this. So I also fixed up the driver's side, so now it should fit better in there. So there's always like testing to do. And then I made some tires for my trucks, because these are the soft WPL tires, or how soft they are compared to the actual WPL tires, where they're kind of hard a little bit. But and then here's the 3D printed wheels, which honestly harder yet, but I don't know if I bought the right TPU or if I had my settings correct. So it fits on the rim. Had to size it down quite a bit to, I think, like 92, no, probably like 98 to 96% downsized it, because it won't fit right. So there's that. And then you got the kind of soft tire on my daughter's truck tire, spare wheel. But I do have spare wheels and stuff, and my 3D printed wheel. And I don't know anything about this. And then also I got this truck here, this cab. That's going to be for a special project, so stay tuned for that. That might be a few months down the road, but stay tuned. And this is the stuff I'm using. It's supposed to be easily make a soft cup, or whatever it's supposed to make, but honestly it doesn't. But if it's I decided to make my tires about maybe a 6% infill. I'm gonna try that out. So stay tuned for the updates on that to come. If anybody knows any better settings, please let me know, because After the video settings, or I mean, after the 3D print settings, I went from what I used to have from all the stock stuff, and this tire is skinny and small and hard like a rock. There's no traction. I think this is the wrong TPU I'm using because it doesn't feel like rubber. But this is the newer version, the new settings I just showed y'all. And if I did something different, please let me know. That's why I did it. And it's kind of like really hard to press, but on this side, it's easy. I know the rim is kind of small because the tire is wider, so I got it sized down just a smidge. But yeah, let me know what y'all think and go from there. Thank you for watching, and hope you guys enjoy the video, and hopefully someone can answer my questions.